You know that feeling, right? When something you kind of knew all along suddenly just clicks. And I mean really clicks into sharp focus. And you finally actually get it? Well, that's the kind of moment we're going to talk about today. A realization so big it can change everything. And, believe it or not, it all starts in a math class.
Okay, so picture a math class, but forget everything you think you know. No boring lectures, no silent rows of desks. This room is buzzing. It's alive of conversation. And the teacher? They're moving around, not handing out answers, but asking these amazing questions. You know, the kind that just light a fire of curiosity and help kids find the answers for themselves.
So in the back of this very room, there's a woman named Maria. She's an education leader, and she's there watching her grandson, Tommy. Now, Tommy's a great kid, but school can be a struggle for him sometimes. But here, in this classroom, he is completely locked in. He's leaning forward. He's excited. He's not just a student sitting there. He's part of the action.
Yeah, this is absolutely not quiet, passive learning. The energy in here is just electric. You've got students actually building math concepts with these colorful tiles. They're debating, respectfully of course, about the best way to tackle a problem. And they're having those incredible aha moments, but they're having them together.
And see, this whole hands-on approach, it's doing so much more than just teaching formulas. It's actually building a mathematical identity in these kids. It gives them this feeling that math isn't just something you're told, it's something you do. It's a puzzle you can actually figure out on your own. But as Maria is sitting there, taking all this in, this almost perfect scene, another reality just comes crashing down on her. A reality from her own school district. And it creates this incredibly jarring contrast, one she just can't ignore anymore.
You see that incredible, super engaging classroom her grandson is in? Well, it comes with a pretty hefty price tag. We're talking $28,000 a year. And just like that, with one number, this whole thing stops being about teaching methods and starts being about fairness, about equity.
And this really just lays the two worlds bare, doesn't it? I mean, on one side you have students who are building a real deep understanding of math. But on the other, they're just being told to think harder while they're hiding their hands under the desk, secretly counting on their fingers. It's the difference between a kid discovering they're capable and a kid learning to believe they're broken.
So for Maria, this isn't some abstract policy issue anymore. Oh no, this is deeply personal. It's about her grandson getting to feel empowered by math, while so many other kids who are just as bright, just as deserving, are being taught this awful, damaging lie that they just aren't math people.
Later that night, the full weight of what she saw really starts to sink in, and it forces her to think about a decision she'd been putting off. You know the kind I'm talking about, right? That familiar choice we all make when we're facing a big, daunting change. See, she remembered this workshop she'd heard about, one that promised to show her team exactly the kind of teaching she saw in Tommy's classroom. And she remembered what she said. Maybe next year. Sound familiar? It's that easy out, isn't it? That comfortable delay we all reach for? But now, next year means something completely different. It's not just a date on the calendar anymore. No, now it represents another whole school year. That's 180 days of more students learning that they're the problem, that they're the ones who are broken. And that really is the question that changes everything, isn't it? What happens when you finally realize the true meaning of next year? When the cost of doing nothing isn't about budgets or logistics, but it's measured in the lost potential and the crushed confidence of kids? Well, the question stops being should we change, and it becomes how fast can we possibly do this?
This huge realization opens up a brand new path forward for her. And it's a path that isn't about buying some shiny new curriculum. It's about something much deeper. It's about fundamentally changing how we teach to completely transform how students see themselves.
And this is the path she remembered from that workshop she put off. It's called the All Learners Network. And what it is, it's a proven way to create the exact kind of classroom she saw her grandson in. It's literally designed to take students who feel like failures and turn them into confident, capable math thinkers.
It's all about taking students from that place we all know too well, that I'm not a math person mindset. You know, that limiting, self-defeating story that way too many kids start telling themselves way too early.
And getting them to this place, a place of ownership, of empowerment, where they genuinely believe, yeah, I can do this. This belongs to me. I mean, that's the whole ballgame, right?
So you see, this story, it's not really just about Maria. It's for every single education leader out there who has seen this gap, who knows in their gut that their students deserve better, and who is just done with saying, maybe next year.
Because that's the thing, isn't it? Some things, once you really, truly see them, you just can't unsee them. Once you see the difference between an education that builds a child up and one that breaks them down, you can't go back. You can't pretend you don't know what the real cost of waiting is.
So that path that Maria finally saw so clearly, the one that takes a kid from "I'm broken" to "this belongs to me," it's real and it's available. If this sounds like something you need to know more about, you can check it out at alllearnersnetwork.org.
Because the final, inescapable truth is this: your students are waiting. And honestly, they've been waiting long enough.